All right, so you have 500,000 naira. I'll give you a check for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
Check for 500,000 naira.
That's right.
So, so what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, I told you when I have it.
To your family.
That's right.
And tell all your wonderful children that we send our regards.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, audience.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That way, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay, so that good old lecturer goes away with 500,000 naira. Very wonderful, smart man. And he's won 500,000 naira on New Year's Day. All right, let's get more in the seat. Now, I'm going to take a commercial break. After that, I'll introduce you to the contestants originally meant for this episode. Stay with us.
Hello?
Hello, my boy.
Daddy, where are you?
I'm in London. Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, I went to bed on time. How did you get there?
I flew here on a really big aeroplane.
Oh, okay. Mom got me some new crayons.
Oh, someone is having plenty fun, though.
Yes, I drew a purple dragon today.
Okay.
And someone stepped on my toe when we were playing football.
Ouch. Did it hurt?
Yes, but I still scored 2 goals. I sent you a video.
That's my boy.
Are you bringing me a present?
Of course I am. So make sure you do your homework, huh?
Really?
Really?
Okay.
Okay, my boy. I'll be home tomorrow. Daddy loves you.
Love you too, Dad.
Sleep tight.
Bye, and don't forget my present.
Introducing MTN Hello World. Stay connected with simple and affordable roaming rates.
Welcome back. This is Wants to Be a Millionaire, Nigeria. Happy New Year's to you. And it is time to introduce our next set of contestants. Here they are. Henry from Ogun. Wahid from Lekki. Joy from Abuja. Olawale from Shomolu. Osage from Benin. Eugene from Port Harcourt, Olatunju from Yanokaja, and Chisholm from Surulere. All right, New Year's, new contestants. Let's begin. Fastest finger first. We're going to give you a question. We're going to give you 4 options. We're going to give you the right to arrange those options in any way you like. But if you intend to get in the hot seat, you have to be correct. And you have to be fastest, so you have to beat 7 people to get to the hot seat. All right, so are you ready? Good luck. Here comes the question. Starting from the least, arrange these courts in order from the least. Supreme Court, Appeal Court, Magistrate Court, High Court. From the least. Okay, let's get going. Let's arrange it in the right order. Those courts. From the least. All right, the least should be Magistrate Court, followed by High Court, then Appeal Court, and Supreme Court. That's CDBA. Okay, let's find out who was right and who was right fastest. Wahid. Wahid. Don't ever clap for yourself again. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, that was good. All right, you want to play more?
Yes, please.
Let's play. This is Wahid Okusonya. He is a 31-year-old pharmacist from Ogun State, and he's accompanied by his friend. Please, a round of applause for Aloye. Where are you from? Edo State. Ah, Omonobanedo Uku Akpolopolo. You know, I met the Oba of Benin before he passed on.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yes, I met him, and very, very funny man. All right, so you want to use 2 million to do what?
Well, it's not always so good to have like a backup plan. And then, you know, most billionaires, they say, for you to make good money, good enough money, you have to have an alternate source of money.
Okay, so in other words, this money you're going to win is not going to be plunged into your business, into pharmacy, right?
Basically, it would. Yes, it would.
Okay. Okay, are you working for an establishment?
Yes, I am presently.
Okay, so you're working for an establishment and use that to still in the line of business. Okay,
Still
no
in the
problem. All right, so you have 15 questions to answer. Guaranteed levels at question 5 and 10. You can walk away any time you like, or you drop, if it's wrong, you drop back to the winnings of the previous guaranteed level. You have 3 lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. All right, hoping you get to 10 million naira this New Year's Day.
Amen.
All right, so what are you hoping for? Now that you have soaked up the ambience of Ultima Studio, what do you think? What's your mind telling you? What's that inkling you have? What sum are you thinking you will get no problem?
Truthfully?
Truthfully.
500,000.
Truthfully.
Truthfully.
500,000.
500,000.
500,000. All right, let's see if we can make that happen in a jiffy. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 for 5,000 naira. Lots of luck, Wahid. Which of these would you use as protection against the rain? Sumbrella, tumbrella, umbrella, rumbrella.
Umbrella.
Umbrella. It's correct. You have 5,000 naira. Umbrella. Question 2 for 7,500 naira. Which of these refers to a set of 12 things? Lozin, mozzin, dozen, fozzin.
Dozen.
It's correct. You have 7,500 naira. Let's play for 10,000, shall we? Here's the question. Which of these would you use to check the days and months of the year? Calendar, balender, malender, calendar.
Calendar.
It's correct. You have 10,000. Question 4 is for 15,000 naira. If you have it correctly, that's what you win. The acronym LGA refers to which of these? Local government arena, local government area, local government assets, local government audit.
Local government area.
And that's the right answer you've chosen. You have 15,000 naira. Question 5 for 20,000 naira. Which of these is not a musical instrument? Trumpet, flute, violin, stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
Stethoscope is the correct answer. You have 20,000 guaranteed. Well done. Thank you very much. So, 20,000 guaranteed. So how do you feel now? You're getting into the
Yeah, I'm getting into the
swing of things. Okay. You have 20,000 naira. 10 more questions to go. We're going to take another commercial break. We'll be back in a jiffy. Be there.
We all have that one friend that can sure like to borrow.
Babes, please borrow me that your bag.
Borrow salt. Borrow car. Even borrow torchlight in the middle of the night. But the one that pains me the most, borrow data. So I decided to stop all that and introduced my own Borrow friend to the all-new MTN data bundles.
Dial *131# to find the MTN data bundle plan that's just right for you. And if you're out of airtime to buy data, simply borrow data and pay later with MTN Extra Bytes.
As for the other stuff, well, we are still working on it.
MC, I have a wedding tomorrow. Please, can I borrow your boo?
MTN, everywhere you go.
Nice to have you back. I have Wahid in the hot seat. Question 6 for 30,000 naira.
Okay.
All right, we have 10 more to go. Good luck. Question 6. Which of these refers to the study of duties and rights of citizens? Economics, civics, phonics, mathematics.
Civics.
That's your final answer. I have to
Yes.
ask you. Yes.
Civics.
Final answer. It's correct. You have 30,000 naira. Civics is the study of the theoretical and practical aspects of citizenship, its rights and duties, the duties of citizens to each other as members of a political body. Question 7 is for 45,000 naira, 9 more to clear. A group of 4 children born in a single birth is referred to as which of these? Twins, triplets, quadruplets, quintuplets.
Quadruplets.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer, quadruplets. Absolutely correct. You have 45,000. Twins 2, triplets 3, quadruplets 4 children, quintuplets 5 children born at the same birth. Question number 8 for 70,000. In which of these continents is Ecuador located? Europe, South America, North America, Asia.
South America.
Final answer?
Final answer.
South America, final answer. That's correct. You have 70,000. That was the third answer you chose. Question 9. 120,000 naira is up for the taking. In which of these sports would you need a mallet to play? Ice hockey, cricket, baseball, polo.
Polo.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Polo, final answer. Well, it's affirmative. It's correct. You have 120,000 naira. Played by teams on horseback with players using long-handled mallets to drive a wooden ball into a goal.
Ralph.
Yeah?
Ralph.
Ralph. Oh, Ralph. That's as a symbol too. Question 10 is for 250,000 naira guaranteed. Seattle is a city in which of these American states? Texas, Nevada, Washington, Florida.
Washington.
Why do you say Washington?
I can't remember the name of this movie now. There was this, it's a drama, a romance drama. Then I think it was about, I can't remember really, but then it was always Seattle, Washington, Seattle, Washington. So.
Oh, okay. Final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer, Washington. You've just won 250,000. Well done. Washington. Okay. So you have 250,000 now. That Washington, why are you talking about Grey's Anatomy? Grey's Anatomy was done in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken, also. So Seattle, and which one? I can't remember the other one. Okay, 5 more questions for you to go. You have 250,000 naira now. Question 11 for 500,000. Arc de Triomphe is a famous monument in which of these countries? Brazil, Mexico, Portugal, France.
France.
France. Why do you say France?
Well, the name sounds kind of French, Joe.
Maybe it's because of the way I said it. Arc de Triomphe, then. So final answer? France?
Okay, let me ask the audience.
But you just told them it's France. So, audience, if they don't know, the next thing they'll do is go to France.
True. Leading them. Okay, let's do 50-50.
You want to do 50-50? All right. Okay, no problem. Computer, delete 2 options and leave him the correct option and 1 remaining wrong option. Brazil, France.
I know the famous monument in Brazil is the Angel in Rio.
Is it the only monument in Brazil?
Well, it says famous monument.
Oh,
So if we're going to talk about famous monuments in Brazil, first you talk about the Angel
okay.
in Rio. So I'll stick to France.
France. Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer, France. Just won 500,000 now. It's a pity about your 50-50, but hey, let's see.
I was so sure, but then I don't want to risk.
Yeah, we don't want to take any risks now, you know. Question number 12 for 1 million naira. Oh, Arc de Triomphe is one of the famous monuments in Paris. It's the biggest arch in the
see it on
world.
postcards and everything. That's what came to mind. But
You know that thing, when I see that monument, I think it's Champs-Élysées. So if it's the biggest, maybe I'm mistaking monuments. Yeah, I think I'm switching my monuments. Well, it's the biggest arch in the world and was commissioned by Napoleon in 1806 to celebrate his victory at Austerlitz. Question number 12 for 1 million naira. You have phone a friend and ask the audience. Jodie Foster's Best Actress Academy Award win in 1992 was for which of these movies? The Accused, Nell, The Silence of the Lambs, Taxi Driver.
1992. Okay, I would phone a friend.
Who do you want to phone?
Mobolaji.
Mobolaji. And Mobolaji is a movie freak.
Yes, actually, he's a movie person.
Okay.
He can stay all day and just do movies.
Okay, all right. So let's put Mobolaji on the line for Wahid, please.
Hello?
Hello, is this Mobolaji, please?
Yes.
My name is Frank Edo from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Frank from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Okay.
Wahid said I should call you. Want to ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
If it's right, it's going to give him 1 million naira.
Oh, okay.
All right, so treat as serious now. Wahid,
Bolaji.
you have 30 seconds. Good luck. Your time starts now.
Bolaji.
Yes.
Jodie Foster won Best Actress Academy Award in 1992 for what movie?
Jodie Foster won
Best Actress. Best Actress Academy Award in 1992.
Best Actress
Academy Award in 92.
For which of these movies? The Accused, Nell, Silence of the Lambs, Taxi Driver. 5 seconds.
Repeat the question again.
All right, you know what? You have one lifeline now. You know what? You know how I know whether they'll be able to give you the right answer? I put on the lights to look at them before I ask them. So put on the lights. Let's look at the audience. Take a look at the audience. You look there and look. You know what? Switch off the lights. Let's forget about it. You know what? You can ask the audience. You just never know.
No, I won't take the audience for granted. I would ask the audience.
You'll ask the audience?
Yes.
Okay, audience, help us with this question, please. Now, here's the question, Here's the question. Jodie Foster won Best Actress Academy Award in 1992 for which of these movies? A, The Accused. B, Nell. C, The Silence of the Lambs. D, Taxi Driver. Audience, all votes now. 28% went for the accused, 11% Nell, 57% Silence of the Lambs, 4% Taxi Driver. Well, 57%.
That's 7% above average.
Want to go with them?
Ah,
57%.
I'll go with the audience.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer goes with the audience. That's Silence of the Lambs. Okay. Put on the lights. Let's see the audience. Because I want you to see.
Well, I actually went with them, but that was what was on my mind, Silence of the Lamb.
Oh.
Unless the accused and taxi driver was done again, I don't know now.
You've just won 1 million naira.
Thank you so much.
Even members of the audience that didn't get it were saying, we did it. We did it.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Wow. The audience came through. That was a master stroke. Silence of the Lambs was released in 1991, starring Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins played the role of Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter, while Jodie Foster was Clarice Sterling, if I'm not mistaken. I used to cram all these things, but I've forgotten. It won 5 Oscar awards.
Wow.
And it won you 1 million naira. Wow. Round of applause for the audience again. This audience.
Take it for granted.
My bro. 57%. That was very nice audience. Very, very nice.
Thank you so much.
But wait, did you people guess or you knew it? We knew it. Even the ones that said, we knew it. We knew it, Joe. Yeah, is it not Nell? I mean, the Silence of the Lambs. Yeah. We knew it. All right, so question 13 is for 2 million. Now, right now, you don't have any audience now.
No lifeline.
You don't have any lifeline. You have 1 million naira. If you see the next question and you have an inkling that you like it, go for it. But if you don't, 1 million naira, I guess in this new year is just good to just stack your chips and get out of the casino before you get tempted into losing your money. So, good luck to you. Question 13 for 2 million naira. Here it comes, Wahid. Who is the first Arab woman to win the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize? Tawakkol Karman, Shirin Ebadi, Shima Kalbasi, Hoda Sharawi. Are you still sitting there?
I wanted you to finish with the question and the option. Then
My brother, even me, the provider of the question. I don't know.
You know the thing? I'll use my 4th option. I am not that guy.
So
I'll take a walk.
You take a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll walk away.
Before. All right. All right, so you've walked away. Okay. He walks away. Nice. Okay, look at all these names. You have 1 million, don't worry. You have 1 million. Which one appeals to you? Tawakkol Karman, Shirin Ebadi, Shima Kalbasi, Hoda Sharawi. Who?
I'll go with Tawakkol Karman.
If you went with Tawakkol Karman, you would have won 2 million naira because it was actually correct. That was the right answer. You would have won 2 million naira.
If I tell you...
But my brother, 1 million can make you answer questions that you don't even know. Because you held it in your hand.
True. True.
Now, in 2011, Tawakkol Karman became the first Yemeni, the first Arab woman, and the only second Muslim woman to win a Nobel Peace Prize. She's one of the youngest Nobel Peace laureates at the age of 32. Hey, you know what? What's your business? You have 1 million. A round of applause for him. The audience.
Awesome.
The audience.
Awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
Awesome.
Okay, so here's a check for 1 million. You can have it. Take it.
Thank you very much.
Now, that money, what are you going to use it for? Tell me.
Truthfully again.
Truthfully. I know you've been giving me these things direct. Truthfully. Tell me the truth. People say, oh, use it for a charity or use it for tithes. But we know when you leave Ultima Studio, there are things that will just come racing into your head, you know. So, tell me, what are you going to use it for?
I have a brother.
Have a brother?
Yeah, who is massively in the fish business.
Fish business?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what kind of fish, actually?
Catfish.
Catfish?
Actually. Yeah.
Here in Lagos?
Actually in Ogun State.
In Ogun State?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd realize for you to have an alternate source of income, you need something that needs less attention. So I have someone who could help me supervise while I know I can get profit off it easy, and accountability and transparency won't be a problem.
Okay, so you're going to sink this money into your brother's fish business, but you have a stake in
My
it.
fish business.
Oh, your fish
Yeah.
business.
He's just overseeing it for me.
Oh, really? So how's the catfish business doing nowadays? Is it?
Well, with recession, inflation, price of everything has gone up. So it's good. You realize the only people suffering are we salary earners. Salary is not exactly going up.
No, salary is the same thing.
It's the same
Has
thing.
been the same since 1982.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tell me about it. All right. But anyhow, that's very good. It's good. Like you said, it's good to have alternate sources of business using your all the business acumen that you can muster, all the talents. You have to use it now in this recession. Yeah. Okay. So it's a good thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations. And I want to still thank the audience. I'm
really grateful.
I'm
really
overwhelmed.
grateful.
Please, a round of applause for everybody. Okay, just chill. And we've come to New Year's Day episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've come to the end of that. Now, it's time for the Millionaire Home Quiz reveal from last week. All right, so here are the winners. All right, now we have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Nigeria app. It's available on Facebook, available on Google Play Store, available on MTN Game Plus. You just need an MTN line for you to key into the wonderful benefits, which are earning money right away and also getting here to play. So, speaking about earning money, people have earned money over the past 1 week on that app. So here are the winners. Well, if you feel a tinge of envy, hey, you can get into it. Get an MTN line, then start. Just download the app on the Google Play Store or MTN Game Plus, or go to Facebook and play it. And if you just follow the rules and play as many times as possible, you could win cash, and you could also be brought here to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire here at Ultima Studio. All right, now it is time for the Millionaire Home Quiz question for this week. Here it is. Which of these would you find inside an egg? Which of these would you find inside an egg? A, butter. B, yolk. C, honey. D, cheese. Which of these would you find inside an egg? A, butter. B, yolk. Sorry. C, honey. D, cheese. 230. That's where you send your answers to. Then MTN line. Good luck to you. All right, let's proceed from home to audience. Members of audience, we're great today. They were spectacular. And they have a chance of winning 20,000 naira, but unfortunately, there's only 20 of them. So we have to eradicate the non-winners by time. The fastest 20 people to provide us with the right answer will be the ones to win 20,000 naira each. So lots of luck to you. Here comes the question, audience. I'll arrange the words of this popular saying in the right order. Koniman die, bury am. Koniman. You know, next time I'm going to have somebody, camera, I think I'm going to compile the reaction of the audience while they are playing this, while they are playing this thing. It's wonderful. I just saw, saw one going, Kolima, Otio. I want to find out if he won. I'll ask him, man. All right, let's get the answer to this. Let's get the answer to that. This popular saying, let's arrange it in the right order. Koniman die, Koniman bury am. Okay, that's A, D, B, C. Okay, so let's find out by seat numbers. The winners. Seat number 4, 5, 6, 8, 20, 35, 36, 51, 52, 55. Seat number 61, 75, 77, 79, 80, 84. 85, 103, 108, and seat number 109. The guy I was telling you about, when he saw the last page of winners and didn't see his name, he did this. All right. Go to millionairenigeria.com to find out how you can be part of the audience and come and play. It's wonderful. And we have comedians entertain during the breaks. It's wonderful. The one we had for today was, it's called MOG, Man of God, very hilarious fella. And yeah, we want you guys to be part of this recording always. Just find out on millionairenigeria.com. So that's the end of the show. Thank you very much for watching. We would want to tell you that one of your resolutions for this new year would be to dial as many times as possible, try and get on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and play. Because that 10 million naira winner we're looking for will not just emerge from another dimension, from outer space. It's going to emerge right here in Nigeria. And who knows, it just could be you. So it's time for you to get into the action. Dial 132 or play the online game. Go to Google Play Store, MTN Plus, or play it on Facebook. It's a wonderful game. It will get you prepared, win you cash prizes, and could probably catapult you right here to Ultima Studio to play. So thank you very much. On behalf of MTN, on behalf of Ultima, I wish you a happy new year. And we want you to follow us on social media. We have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And we want you to be a part of the burgeoning online family that we are developing. Go to YouTube to watch past episodes because, hey, let's face it, you may not watch all of it, but you can catch up on other episodes that you may have missed, just like I catch up on episodes of my favorite shows that I missed. I just go to YouTube, search, and voila, I'm there. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back same time next week with another fabulous episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Happy New Year, everybody. Good night and good luck.
Our programs are getting better and fresher. And it's because we are thinking about you.
Today is the beginning of a brand new year and the first episode of Newsline in year 2017. And with great enthusiasm, I welcome you to this first episode of Newsline in year 2017. Happy New Year. I am Jennifer Igwe. A fresh year is usually a time of thanksgiving to God and when people review their past achievements and failures. In spite of this, many have expectations which they hope will unfold in the new year, as we see in our package tonight. Forgive and forget is a phrase easily used by everyone, but in reality, how many operate on that level? On Newsline tonight, Nigerians are put to test by feeling their pulse on willingness to forgive and be forgiven. A trip down memory lane with a taxi driver romance in the world of theater, movies and films will help you appreciate contributions of one of the founding fathers of the Nigerian movie industry. Plus, a review of some dramatic events in the nation's entertainment arena. How a tragic accident that equated to spitting on the bonfire of a young Nigerian did not deter his zeal to excel is on our offering. It forms part of a segment on recaps of inspiring human interest stories that featured on Newsline in year 2016. As it is a tradition, the news will come in at this point with Nancy, Godi, and Nonihu, after which Newsline continues. Stay on the line.
Thank you, Jennifer. Happy New Year to you and fellow Nigerians. The Catholic Pontiff, Pope Francis, has urged world leaders to come together and fight the plague of terrorism, just as he appealed for more efforts on youth unemployment. Pope Francis made the appeal in his message as the world entered New Year. Musa Baba Aliyu reports.
The Pope celebrated a Mass on New Year's Day at St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. Speaking to about 50,000 people in St. Peter's Square for his traditional noon address, he raised concerns on the global peace and acts of terrorism ravaging the world. As a departure from his prepared text, he condemned the Istanbul nightclub attack that killed at least 39 people. The Pontiff says leaders should come together to stop bloodshed in the world. Unfortunately, violence has stricken even in this night of good wishes and hopes. I express my closeness to the Turkish people. I pray for the many victims and for the wounded and for the entire nation in mourning, he says. In the meantime, Pope Francis, in his year-end message, urged leaders on Saturday to do more to tackle youth unemployment, saying generation was being lost to desperation, migration, and joblessness. At his last public event of 2016, the 80-year-old Francis says doors of opportunities have to be opened for young people so that they can be capable of dreaming and fighting for their dreams. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
And in Nigeria, citizens are admonished to have confidence in the power of God to turn around the fortunes of the nation. This is the core message in various churches in Abuja, marking the new year. Dennis Adegunloye reports.
In his sermon based on Psalm 91 verse 15, a senior pastor of the First Baptist Church, Reverend Israel Akonji, emphasizes on God's promise to deliver and honor those who call upon him with sincerity.
We believe that in Nigeria, all our deprivations, all our extremities will become opportunity for the Almighty God to demonstrate his power upon our land. That is why we are rejoicing.
At the Methodist Cathedral of Unity, and with the theme, God's Word, My Guide, the significance of the number 7 is explained.
On the 7th day, thou shalt rest. We have come to the year of our rest. The hardship have passed. And every Nigerian should prayerfully accept this year of rest, that God has come to visit us as a nation.
At the Elohim Gospel Outreach Ministries, Bishop Fidelis Upong speaks on 2017 being a year of blessings for Nigerians, urging the congregation to forget the woes of 2016.
12 months of God delivering to men free. You will feel it with whatever you choose. And this year we have declared is our year of blessing.
Nigerians are also called upon to continue to support the present administration and refrain from divisive actions. In Abuja, Dennis Adigmloye, NTA News.
And 2017 has been projected to be a year of economic recovery for Nigeria. This was the anchor message at the first Sunday church service of the year, covered by Adebola Brookslyn Sunday.
With joy and gladness, worshippers of the Cherubim and Seraphim Church Movement Kubwa gave thanks to God, who they said made them to say the first Sunday in the year 2017. They also recounted how God showed up in the times of distress in the outgone year.
It is when everywhere is not bright, that's when God shows his power most. The righteous will reign now. So Nigeria's time to boom is now, I tell you. And that is the word of God.
The first gift from God is crossing over to 2017. The Lord had said that our latter shall be better than our former.
In 2016, when I had the baby, it was like the Lord smiled on us finally after 15 years of marriage. And it was just glorious.
And there is always a purpose for every government of any nation.
The need for Nigerians to support the nation's leadership was the focus of the message of Bishop Kolawole Adeshina of the Church of the Lord, Aladura.
It will require a Superman to take action that will reverse the rottenness of the system. We need to support this government. This government is doing a wonderful job.
This is the time for us to go closer to God and pray for the betterment of this country, not to apportion blame to anybody.
In Abuja, Adebola Brookslyn Sunday, NTA News.
And as Nigerians join their counterparts the world over to celebrate the new year, religious leaders have maintained the plea for people to remain steadfast in prayers with expectations for better days in 2017. This was the message at various church services to mark the new year. Tessie Justin Bisson completes the story. We're sorry for the loss of audio in that report. The year 2016 gradually rolled over to 2017. Christians spent the eve in their various churches praising God for his grace in their lives. A visit to several churches in Lagos reveals that prayers centered on the uplift and unity of Nigeria. Musa Toliat reports.
At the root of David Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Ikotun, Pastor Bisi Akonde and the prelate of the Methodist Church, Nigeria, His Eminence Samuel Uche, urged Nigerians to be hopeful because God will uplift the country and turn around its economic fortunes.
There should be no room for tribalism, ethnic chauvinism. There should be no room for marginalization of anybody.
I'm very sure that the favor God has arranged for Nigeria especially will come to pass quicker than we can think of.
Clergymen from various churches visited also prayed for Nigeria to survive the hard times and remain an indivisible political entity.
We must be patient with the government. We must believe in the authority. If we don't believe in the system cannot work for us.
Pray for the government, believe God, and God will do great things.
Things will turn around. We are praying and we are believing God.
Reverend Kiri Wakama of the Anglican Church of Transformation urged Nigerians to pray for the country and its leadership.
It's a time to call on God. It's a time to cry to God. It's a time to see God perform what he has to do.
The crossover services were characterized by songs of praise to God, and the congregation made their request for the new year known to the Almighty. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
Now, to usher in the new year 2017, the Unity Fountain Abuja, a spot that has become synonymous with celebrations and other high-profile special events, was conspicuously quiet this year. Nevertheless, Timothy Yusuf reports that churches in the nation's capital were agog with worshippers who turned out in their numbers to come and welcome the new year with songs and thanksgiving of celebration to God.
Unity Fountain was a shadow of itself on the eve of the new year. The Christmas tree that stands at the fountain was not decorated either, as it stood naked. Our camera lens, however, sighted a handful of disappointed youths from different faiths who were looking forward to the usual celebration. They expressed disappointment at this development.
Some of the people want to come here and observe the issue about this coming new year, but some were terrified about the issue of the security of that particular place.
Like other Nigerians, they seemed to be optimistic about 2017 as they called on Nigerians to do their part in making the nation great.
Happy New Year!
Meanwhile, all roads to various churches within the metropolis witnessed huge vehicular traffic. The churches were decorated with sparkling lights to usher in the new year. In one of the churches, we caught up with the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, who gave the assurance that government is working hard to reverse the economic recession in 2017.
Everybody has to be on board. There shouldn't be any need where people will sabotage the system. They must allow the system operate to remedy what we met on ground. It was obvious that we were going to go into a recession because we literally didn't have enough money to run government. Happy New Year.
I believe this is a new dawn and that 2017 will be a new face and new experiences in Nigeria.
In Abuja, Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
Christians in Abuja have joined their counterparts worldwide to welcome New Year at crossover services held in different churches. Olajide Bello reports that the faithful also used the opportunity to intercede for the nation for a more prosperous year 2017.
It was a charged atmosphere with high expectations, prayers, praise and worship, as well as prophetic declarations at some churches visited within the Federal Capital Territory. Crossover service also witnessed testimonies and God's faithfulness in the year 2016. The central theme at some of the churches visited by NTA News was more dedication and steadfastness to the service of God.
Keep your hope alive in God.
And we believe that in the midst of recession, there's much opportunity for as many who can seek and take or seize the moment.
This year, 2017, Nigeria is going to be a happy country.
We believe, trust God, and I see Him fighting our enemies and giving us victory.
2017 was declared as a year of God's bountiful blessings, not only for Christians, but the nation as a whole. In Abuja, Olajide Bello, NTA News.
Efe Flourish Ogenetega is the first newborn baby in this brand new year 2017. She was delivered a second after midnight at the Gwarimpa General Hospital of the Federal Capital Territory. The wife of the President, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, in a message congratulated the parents and management of the hospital for producing Baby of the Year. State House correspondent Aliu Kabir reports.
A second after midnight, a bouncing baby girl was delivered at the Gwarimpa General Hospital of the Federal Capital Territory, whose both parents are Nigerians. The baby, who is 3.9 kg, is physically fit alongside her mother, Efe Ann, and she's officially recognized as the new baby of 2017. The wife of the president, Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, represented by her senior special assistant, Dr. Hajosani, who extended her goodwill to the parents of Flourish, said she remains steadfast in her advocacy of improving the lives of women and children, especially in this 2017 and the years ahead.
We are here on behalf of Her Excellency Mrs. Aisha Muhammad Buhari with the support of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs to bring special package not only to the first baby of the year here in the hospital, but to other babies.
She added that several packages of advocacy initiative are designed through her program Future Assured in making life meaningful to women and children in Nigeria.
We have already set structure in the sense that under the Future Assured program, we have structure all over the country at zonal level, at state level, at federal level, whereby when the issue of provision of health services comes, she has people that work on the basis of volunteerism. They do a lot of voluntary work to support us on what we do.
The chief medical director of the hospital, Dr. Amos Adebayo, expressed delight with this gesture.
We are very, very grateful that we had the first baby of the year 2017, and not only that we had the August visitor, the person of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, coming to visit us in the hospital.
I'm very, very happy. I'm full of joy today. For the Almighty God has added a beautiful gift to my family.
I'm happy, full of joy. Christ, I'm the most happiest man right in this world now.
The wife of the president, who visited various wards of the hospital, called on well-meaning Nigerians, non-governmental organizations and other development partners to sustain the tempo in supporting women, children and other vulnerable members of the society. From Gwarimpa General Hospital, Abuja, Aliu Kabir, NTA News.
Thank you, Aliu Kabir, there reporting on the baby of the year. Wife of Bauchi State Governor Hadiza Abubakar has rolled out welfare packages to orphans and those on admission in Bauchi State Specialist Hospital. Correspondent Mahmoud Ibn Mohammed reports that the gesture is in the spirit of the season.
Hajia Hadiza Abubakar, during her visit to the motherless babies' home, took her time and interacted with the orphans with a view of giving them a sense of belonging. Having donated some items to them, she promised to always look into their plight.
Cardinal issues of concern to us is the issue of women, children, and vulnerable groups, and the orphans are one of the vulnerable groups. So we also paid them a welfare visit to bond with them, to see how they are doing, and to also celebrate and usher the year 2017.
While at the Bauchi Specialist Hospital, she donated wrappers and other welfare packages to the sick, and later presented some gifts and cash donations to Bauchi State First Baby of the Year 2017, whom was born by 10 minutes after 4 in the early hours of Sunday, January 1st, by one Amina Muhammad.
Celebrate the first baby of the year 2017. We saw the baby, it's a male child, and our prayer is may he be a source of inspiration to his family.
In Bauchi, Mahmoud Ibn Muhammad, NTA News.
Indeed, New Year comes with so much expectations, change in attitude and lifestyle. As the year 2017 kicks off, some people begin with resolutions for the new year as they reflect on the outgone year. Some residents of Abuja tell us what it will be for them in terms of their expectations and resolutions. Serafina Okon has the report.
Making a New Year resolution is easy, but some say it is difficult. Hence, they don't make resolutions as it's unattainable. Resolution is self-reflection, as one is able to find flaws and improve on them.
I actually wish that we have a good educational standard in Nigeria.
Improving myself, improving my well-being, helping developing my own country.
I'm trying to change to become more patriotic to serve my country.
Well, I don't believe in New Year resolutions. I believe whatever is meant to happen in 2017 will happen. God has his own way of making things happen in people's life.
Nothing like New Year resolution. When you know the good life where you can live, you continue with the good life. There is nothing like New Year because
When you say New Year resolution, some people will do bad things. They say they no go do again. Before you know what is happening, they don't do the thing where they say they no go do again.
Some say New Year's resolution is important as it helps them learn and set obtainable goals. Serafina Okon, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration has no regrets whatsoever as regards the decisive step being taken against those who abused trust and embarrassed the country through unpatriotic activities. Speaking to the editorial board of the Guards Brigade's Scorpion magazine, the president was particularly alarmed by the acts of corruption perpetrated into the military before he came to power, thereby compromising national security and stability.
To me, somebody who used to wear a uniform was a disgrace. There's some rebels developed in Nigeria after the civil war to take 14 out of 774 local governments in the country. And the rest of the military is just sitting there, helpless. That was why I don't think the government is harsh on the military who are found to be wanting. I do not regret how hard the government is being on those officers that became materialistic at the expense of the loyalty to the service people and to the country. We just started.
Full text of the interview highlighting President Buhari's experiences in the military, public life and governance comes up at 8:05 p.m. Monday, the 2nd of January 2017. Southern Kaduna communities have been enjoined to embrace dialogue and forgiveness as surest way towards a lasting peace in the area. Inspector General of Police Ibrahim Idris stated this during a fact-finding visit to Dogowa and Goska villages of Jama local government area in Kaduna State. Abubakar Idris was there for NTA News.
For some time now, Southern Kaduna has been a flashpoint for religious unrest. The spate of these incidences often results to loss of lives and property. In a resolve to bring an end to the crisis in the area, Inspector General of Police Ibrahim Idris, alongside Kaduna State Police Commissioner Ayole Abe, visited Dongoma and Gwaska villages of Jama'a local government area recently affected by the clash. The Inspector General of Police held an interactive session with members of these communities with a view to finding the way out of the crisis.
Know what is happening on the ground and to get, to be in touch with the people from the areas so that we can initiate some dialogue to see how whatever is on the ground we try to address it.
We are here on a fact-finding mission, a kind of truth reconciliation, because if we keep apportioning blames, we'll keep extending the crisis.
The Inspector General also held a town hall meeting with religious and community leaders, where he stressed the need for them to intensify preaching for peace and mutual understanding between the diverse groups in southern Kaduna.
In Islam and Christianity, which I do know, there's no religion on earth that preach violence. A lot of blood has flowed in this very land. People have been killed. The crisis that happened in Kabachani is not welcome. It's supposed not to be.
Community and religious leaders acknowledged the efforts of the Inspector General of Police and the Kaduna State Police Commissioner towards combating incessant attacks on innocent people in southern Kaduna. They also commend the force for the recent deployment of hundreds of police personnel to help restore peace in the area. In Kaduna, I am Abubakar Idris, NTA News.
We turn to sports now. Nigeria Rowing, Canoeing and Sailing Federation holds Train the Trainers high-level British rowing course for coaches across the country in Lagos as third Sheyi Akinwumi football tournament ends with Lagos under-15 side emerging champions. Adeola Mokivia brings us details on sports update.
Nigeria Rowing, Canoeing and Sailing Federation has continued in its strides to promote and develop the sports across the country. The federation concluded a one-week Train the Trainers program. It was a British rowing course for 10 coaches from Delta, Edo, Ogun, Osun, Ondo, Kwara and Lagos states. Resource person Rachel Davis from the British Rowing Federation took the participants through the techniques of training an athlete.
They have to know the basics of our sports, like any sport. They've got to know how to use the equipment, how to use it safely, how to teach a beginner the basic stroke fundamentals. So that's really specific to rowing.
The initiative is an Olympic solidarity program under the Nigeria Olympic Committee. The ECO initiative, which is the brainchild of Seyi Akinwumi, first vice president of the Nigerian Football Federation, focuses on raising funds to give scholarship to talented, less privileged children to give them quality education as they develop their football careers from an early age.
This can be replicated in almost every state. We just have to make it coordinated, and that's what the NFF is trying to do in the Youth Development Committee.
The third edition of a tournament, which ended at the Campus Mini Stadium, Lagos, had 16 teams participating in the month-long championship. In the final, Lagos under 15 side beat Lagos under 13 team 2-1, while the All-Stars team, made up of ex-internationals and some Nigerian Football Federation members, thrashed the Seyi Akinwumi selected side 5-2. The Board of Trustees of the Nigerian Football Supporters Club have unanimously ratified the election held on the 10th of December 2016, which saw the emergence of Reverend Sam Ikpia as the new national chairman. The board have called on all Nigerians to disregard any group parading themselves as national executives. With sports update, Adeyola Omokive, NTA News.
You can watch this news live online via the NTA mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. Newsline continues just in a moment.
Today's captains of industry are using Glow 4G LTE to take their business to the next level.
Jim, I know you're the experts and all, but I'll move this thing up. Strike while the iron is hot. Why wait?
Yes, sir. If you look at the current budget...
Gentlemen, please, let's wrap this up. I have another very, very important meeting. Please leave me.
Because even the big boss has to answer to someone.
Hello, Daddy.
Okay, baby. A very, very long time ago, there lived a great king.
Introducing Glow 4G LTE for business and homes. Enjoy faster speeds at best prices nationwide, available to all customers.
And the princess said, oh,
welcome to the new speed of life.
This must be one of Mother Nature's greatest gifts. But there's something else it gives us. When we see such beauty, we want to share it with those we love. That's what LG wants you to see. Just what we see now, through our technology. LG OLED TV.
Hello, my boy.
Daddy, where are you?
I'm in London. Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, I went to bed on time. How did you get there?
I flew here on a really big aeroplane.
Oh, okay. Mom got me some new crayons.
Oh, someone is having plenty fun, though.
Yes, I drew a purple dragon today.
Okay.
And someone stepped on my toe playing football.
Ouch. Did it hurt?
Yes, but I still got 2 goals. I sent you a video.
Ah, that's my boy.
Are you bringing me a present?
Of course I am. So make sure you do your homework, huh?
Really?
Really.
Okay.
Okay, my boy. I'll be home tomorrow. Daddy loves you.
Love you too, Dad.
Sleep tight.
Bye, and don't forget my present.
Introducing MTN Hello World. Stay connected with simple and affordable roaming rates.
Hello?
Welcome to the M6 Challenge. Using your new Geoni M6, carry out everything on that list. Starting now. Congratulations, you have passed the test.
Gioni M6 with a 5,000 milliampere battery that lets you go on for 2 days on a single charge. Gioni M6, always in power.
Thank you for staying on the line. Last night, everyone had one reason or the other to be thankful to God, and why not? It was the last day in the year 2016, and people usually express their gratitude in different ways. In Abuja, the countdown to the new year was celebrated in what can be described as a fiesta of fireworks. We were there, and here is how the crossover night was captured by Ifeanyi Izumba for your pleasure.
At the first Ekwa Church Carol, worshippers in their numbers praised God for the privilege to witness the new year. The senior pastor of the church, Danjuma Abraham, said Christians should pray for God's guidance so as to bring the nation out of economic recession.
My prayer for this nation is that God is going to help us to grow spiritually in life and physically, financially, and otherwise.
Recognizing God's faithfulness in 2016, the resident pastor, Gospel Light Redemption Church, said 2017 will be a year of signs and wonders.
We want to take over the land in fullness. Jesus will be in charge of the affairs of this nation.
Supernatural year where we're going to walk in the supernatural rain. And for Nigeria, God will just walk it out without human effort.
Peaceful coexistence, irrespective of religious or ethnic background, was the theme as Bishop Festus Ahime of Church of God Mission enjoined the congregation to assist the needy, help fellow citizens, and serve God faithfully if they must enjoy God's blessings.
The author and finisher of a new year, we are entering into it because He gave us life, and we have life to enter. I want them to be hopeful. Everyone that looks up to Jesus Christ is hopeful.
Pastor Redeemed Christian Church of God, FCT Province 1, while thanking God for seeing Nigeria through the year 2016, prayed God to cancel any negative declaration against the nation in 2017.
In 2017, we don't work against the rest of that.
There were prayers for continuous peace and stability of the nation.
It always feels good to celebrate at the end of the year. It is no doubt that by the special grace of God, we all are alive to witness another new year. People are always grateful to God for that. For some Nigerians, the year 2016 was tough. For some others, it was the most successful year, while for some more, it was just fair. There are still others who still can say it was comme ci, comme ça. No matter what it is natural for people to have expectations in the new year. It is appropriate for us, therefore, on this first day in the year 2017, to find out from Nigerians what their expectations for the new year are and how they intend to actualize them. Annie Daniels reports.
Every new year brings with it excitement, hope, and aspirations. People therefore look forward to it with great expectations. In fact, I can't remember any year I don't come across somebody who says what they expect in the new year. Some embark on spiritual exercises to ensure the actualization of their expectations.
I want to build a house. I want to buy a motor. I know God will do it for me, Sha.
I look forward to enhancing my skills and possibly going into a personal business.
I want to be the best in my career. And I want to work on my temper. I'm hot-tempered, so I want to work on it. I want to be humble. To the extent I won't post slap you, I'll say thank you.
I'm believing God to establish my own football academy, which is going to be a major academy in Nigeria.
By 2017, by God's grace, I'm leaving this country. I am expecting another promotion.
To some, however, expecting so much in the new year is normal. What is difficult is setting the goals towards achieving the expectations.
When I was in the bus coming, I was contemplating, okay, 2017, this is what I want in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I think it's a guide for reasonable adults.
It's like having a purpose. Your goals is like having a purpose where you
when you have a purpose, you set to yourself targets, what you want to achieve for a period of time, so you work towards it.
Have these respondents set their goals? How do they intend to achieve them?
I would like to keep that private.
I've taken a step to acquire like 5 acres of land somewhere in Ogun State, and I'm also working with the Lagos State government to look at if we can get a land at a side.
I will hope for improvement in power supply, because that's the key as far personally and for the entire country.
Yes, government sure has a role to play in this, but are people aware that government also looks up to them to succeed?
We need to do the right thing at the right time so that we can help the government to achieve what they want to achieve. We should support the government as well.
I want to be the best in my work, in my place of work. I want to teach other people that are looking up to me, tell them what they should do and what they shouldn't do. So that's the way I'm going to contribute my own quota.
Sometimes you can only hope for people to do what you believe they can do. You can only hope, but there's no guarantee that they will deliver. So you expect from people. To me, that's why I don't expect much from people, because when you expect too much from people, you end up getting too little, and then it breaks your heart. You are disappointed.
People should just try to be patient. We'll get there. We may not get everything we need at the moment, but I believe with time, we will possibly be able to get some of those things that we're looking for.
Well, whatever your expectations are, it is pertinent to note that there is so much to do, experience, and expect. Achieving them depends on hard work and resilience. So, don't just say it. Work it. Get cracking. Jennifer, I'm sure you have some new expectations.
Annie, I have great expectations. And I must say, I am very optimistic that by God's grace, they will all come to fruition. And I'm sure it's the same for most people out there. As people and organizations have great expectations in the new year and resolve to do things differently in a positive way, they should also remember that the best antidote for peace of mind and progress is to forgive those who have hurt them and also seek forgiveness from those they have hurt in the past. Are you willing to forgive and be forgiven? It is Diana Ajale who was sent to feel the pulse of the people in Lagos, and her findings are compiled in this report.
Over the years, there has been a global consensus that it is always ideal to right the wrongs and reconcile differences with people before the commencement of a new year. It is therefore a case of different strokes for different folks. Some respondents believe it is ungodly to hold grudges against a fellow human being.
I know someone is hurt somewhere, and it's in the area of marriage. I have a very close friend, but as fate may have it, we didn't end up being husband and wife. So I wedded a couple of weeks ago. So I felt she's uncomfortable with it.
My beautiful wife, I supposed to take them out, and really I did not make it. This was unfortunate, and that day I was at work, no time, and before I come back, you already got offended. I sincerely say, love, I am very sorry. I am very sorry for this day. Happy New Year.
I would love to apologize to my mom, because I know I've done something that's very, very bad, and I've offended her a lot. I've hurt her, talked to her in a bad way, and every other thing, but I'm very, very sorry. One for Victoria, please. That's her name. I'd like to tell her that I'm sorry for anything that she thinks that I might have done to her.
There are those who are indifferent when it comes to reconciliation.
I don't really care what the person said, but for me, I'm cool with it.
I don't think I really offended anybody in 2016, no.
Respondents, however, say keeping malice or begrudging one another is discouraged in the holy books. Religious leaders say apologizing and reconciling with those who have been wronged is capable of enhancing societal peace and promoting godliness.
Grudge must not be allowed to stay permanently in the mind. That is the Bible. Those who are holding grudges should confess their wrongs and pray for themselves.
People grudge against one another. It's forbidden in Islam. It's forbidden.
Therefore, if Islamic is the religion of justice, it's not good to grudge one another.
This, they say, will help reduce grievances in the country.
To err, they say, is human, and to forgive divine. So let's learn to forgive each other. Life is too short for unforgiveness baggage. Moving on, he sat on the throne of his forefathers as king for 38 years, from 1780 to 1819, when he went to join his ancestors. 197 years later, his people still celebrate him. They set a day aside annually to roll out the drums to celebrate Oba Eshiloku, who they fondly call Oba Ilueko. Oba Eshiloku was the 7th Oba of Lagos. So great were his exploits as king that his memory remains indelible in the minds of his subjects till today. Annie Daniels was at this year's celebration of the Oba. Let's see the festival through her eyes.
That was 11-year-old Adebolu Eshilokun Oshodi, a descendant of Oba Eshilokun, reciting the Oriki, wondering what that means.
Oriki of the Oba. Oriki is the totality of you as a person. What makes you? What defines you?
Faithful, fearless, and brave. Adjectives used to Oba Eshilokun.
He's a warrior when he was around. He was one of the Obas that he raised the question of slavery in Lagos.
A very forthright and brave man, and he served his people well.
His dream of making the city of aquatic splendor home for all, his subjects say, is actualized.
What he did to open the frontiers of Lagos to ensure that Lagos of tomorrow is one that is all-embracing, is one that can create the necessary framework for all to come and add value to Lagos and Lagosians.
So intense is their reverence of late Oba Eshilokun that his descendants, their friends and admirers from all walks of life, honor him in grand style, even in death. It is on record that Oba Eshilokun succeeded in retrieving the corpse of his late father, Oba Ologun Kutere, and brought it back to Isaleko, thus making Oba Ologun Kutere the first Oba of Lagos to be buried in Iga Idungoron. History has it that, having migrated from Benin Kingdom, when an Oba of Lagos died, his corpse was taken back to Benin for burial. Oba Eshilokun's success in hindering Oba Ologun Kutere's corpse from being taken to Benin for burial put a stop to that practice.
Everybody now monitor the new era. So today we are happy that Oba Eshilokun is around.
Oba Eshilokun reportedly had many wives. At the time of his death, he had 16 children who today form the Eshilokun royal family of Lagos. They are Kosoko, Olufumi, Odunsi, Ladega, Ogubambi, Akisonya, and Ogunloye families. Others are Akimosa, Ibiyemi, Adebajo, Matimoju, Adeniyi, Isiyemi, Ibalu, Oresonya, and Idewu Ojulari families.
Preserving our histories and creating avenues for the younger generation to learn and appreciate them is very crucial. Now, in a bid to protect their rich and cherished way of life from cultural erosion caused by globalization, The Tarok people of Langtang North and Langtang South local government areas of Plateau State have held the 2016 Tarok Cultural Carnival. Ben Mito tells us that it was a colorful spectacle of prowess, creativity and display of tradition. Let's see it.
It was a rare display of tradition, culture, as well as creativity when the Tarok nation of Langtang North and South local government areas put aside all differences and come together to promote and protect their cultural heritage under the theme, One Culture, One People. The Tarok Annual Cultural Carnival started 5 years ago when a group of the eminent Tarok sons and daughters, led by the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Mr. Solomon Selkap Dalung, came together to restore the fast-fading Tarok culture and traditions. The motivating force, Mr. Dalung said, is to revive the rich Tarok culture and open doors to other communities who were before now not comfortable to come to the area.
There is no society that is greater than its culture. In all human civilization originated from the people's culture.
The minister had earlier graced the replica of the carnival in his hometown, Mabudi, in Langtang South local government area. The town stood still to welcome Mr. Dalung, whom the people described as a worthy son, who happens to be the first person to be appointed as minister from Langtang South local government area since 1948.
If a culture dies, the people die. So that's why I said this occasion is a very, very important occasion.
Our societies have not developed as they should. It is possible that some of the strategies that were muted by governments over time did not consider the cultures, the values of the people.
Trying to run away from one's culture is like trying to run away from one's shadow. Thank you, Tarok people, for making efforts in protecting your cultural heritage. Now, how did the Nigerian entertainment industry fare in 2016? What played out and what did not? An interesting package there only when Newsline returns from this break. Stay on the line.
A famous boxer once said, "The fight is won long before you step into the ring." It takes massive investment, dedication, planning, and during fierce competition, never backing down. In 2005, Glow invested in the world's only privately owned undersea data cable, then connected this to its extensive fiber optic network throughout Nigeria, which seamlessly delivers flexible and affordable data plans for everyone, making Glow Nigeria's largest data network in new subscriptions. You see, it's not what you step into the ring with that makes you the master. It's everything you did to get you there. Now enjoy 3G and 4G data plans at the same price. Dial *777#. The largest data network, Glow, Grandmasters of Data.
Hello? Welcome to the M6 Challenge. Using your new Gioni M6, carry out everything on that list. Starting now. Get to the door. Congratulations, you have passed the test.
Gioni M6 with a 5,000 milliampere battery that lets you go on for 2 days on a single charge. Gioni M6, always in power.
Welcome back. To further strengthening the existing relations and promote academic activities between Nigeria and Niger Republic, a Nigerian from Kano, Dr. Adamu Abubakar Kwazo, established a private university in Niger Republic known as Mayam Abacha American University. The institution has been in existence since 2013. Shehu Adamu gives us an insight in this report.
The Mariam Abacha American University, which is the first English-speaking university in Niger Republic, have over 3,000 students, mostly from Nigeria. As a conventional university, it offers courses in science, technology, and humanities. At a foundation-laying ceremony of the university's permanent site in Jiratawa village of Maradi in Niger Republic, the proprietor, Dr. Adamu Gorzo, disclosed plans to expand 1 billion naira for the construction of lecture theatre, classrooms, administrative block, and laboratories. Dr. Adamogoro said the facilities and the infrastructure to be provided will stand the test of time for more conducive academic activities. Former Nigerian First Lady Dr. Mariam Abacha commended the management of the university for naming the institution after her and pledged to identify with initiatives that will uplift the standard of living of not only Nigerians but Africans.
I wish to immensely thank the founder and president of the university, Dr. Adamu Abubakar Kwazo, the administrative and academic staff, as well as the university community. I congratulate you all for the giant strides which you have recorded culturally and academically.
First Lady of the Republic of Niger, Dr. Malika Muhammad Yusufu, congratulated Mariam Abacha American University for the giant strides recorded in structural and academic advancement within 3 years of its existence. Dr. Malika Yusufu, who spoke through an interpreter, said the university will no doubt complement the broad and rich academic culture that already exists in Niger Republic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the goals of university education is well known essentially, as it includes dissemination of knowledge, teaching, research, training, and production of much needed manpower for society. I therefore commend the proprietor and urge investors to invest more in the development of education in sub-Saharan Africa.
She commended the proprietor, Dr. Adamu Abubakar Gwarzo, for establishing the university in Niger Republic and pledged the host government support to achieve academic goals. Minister of Education of the Republic of Niger, Professor Ben Umar, called on wealthy individuals to emulate the proprietor of the university in promoting education in Africa. Some students of the university who bared their minds expressed appreciation with the academic standard of the university. Former Nigerian First Lady Ture Yaradua was among the dignitaries who witnessed the foundation laying ceremony.
Wood has been adjudged as the second biggest producer of films in the world. The foundation for the Nigerian movie industry and cinema was laid by some veterans, some of whom have passed on. Included in that league is Adeyemi Afolayan, popularly referred to as Adelove. 20 years after his demise, a special event was held in Lagos by his family to celebrate his life and times. I was there. Many young people today may not know about Adeyemi Josiah Afolayan, popularly referred to as Adelove. His works and legacies, however, stand solidly as transitional encyclopedia of his contribution to creative arts, the Nigerian movie industry, and cinema. The late legendary actor, singer, producer, and director who started from Yoruba Travel Theatre to film on celluloid.
I would say categorically that Adelove was the most influential aspect of the old man shifting from the theatre.
He was a big star on stage, but the only difference is that they have to work with a technical director. Like Adelove, he has to work with someone like Ola Balogun, but his right-hand man was Tunde Kalani.
I think it should really be celebrated because these are the not just icons, these are the pioneers, who practically transited, through the arts from theater to television, from television to film.
Back in the day, Adelove was famous for storylines that made even the most frigid people turn lovey-dovey without intending to. His flair for romantic songs, social and political satires, including folk tales and thriller, made his works a must-watch, especially among the Yorubas.
Moji Jacobs, I love you, Moji darling. I need you, Moji darling. I care for you.
His most popular movie, Taxi Driver, is a reflection of his knack for musical interludes, flirtatious romance, escapades, and spine chillers. Although Adelove sleeps at a tomb in his native Agbamu in Kwara State and with his forefathers, his impact still resonates in the country and beyond. His son, award-winning filmmaker Kunle Afolayan, and some of his other children have toe his line in making great movies, acting exceptionally well, and contributing to the growth of the Nigerian movie industry. The many actors and producers Adelove mentored are also prominent names in Nollywood, especially in the Yoruba movies.
He's someone who always help his colleagues, his contemporaries, even those younger, you know, and he's a very blunt and straightforward person.
In fact, I'm not bold to say, but it is one of the reasons why we have a film industry in Nigeria.
20 years after Adelove took a bow, his family organized an event to celebrate his life and times. The celebration was also a platform for his children and grandchildren to share a tip of the iceberg of the artistic lineage of Adeyemi Afolayan. As the late veteran movie maker's grandchildren signed on his displayed posters, their comments were sure proof that they not only know very well their grandfather whom they never met, but have his artistic eyes for details in production.
So he died when your daddy was still little. So how come you know he's a very good director?
Because I watch it on films. He did Taxi Driver, he sang with my grandma.
There were other qualities Adelove possessed that always kept the ladies singing to him in and outside his films.
My dad is a fine guy, very fine. He's stylish. He's too detailed, very detailed, because people of his kind in those days, they either on, big tummy, my father took fitness very serious, and it looks a lot sharp, very sharp, and trust me, all girls want to have it.
And 30 years after his demise, one of his works, which was never premiered when he was alive, was viewed at the event to celebrate his achievements. The legacies of Adelove live on. He will never be forgotten. Still on the entertainment industry, the Nigerian entertainment sector, no doubt, is a force to reckon with globally. The actors, actresses, comedians, musicians, and dancers are among the best anywhere in the world. How did they fare in their private and public lives in 2016? Here's some of them did as packaged by Elizabeth Omoriyi.
No doubt, members of the Nigerian entertainment industry began the year 2016 on a sad note, but as the year progressed, intriguing moments, controversies, and successes were recorded. Let's begin with deaths. Buki Ajayi, Henrietta Kosoko, OJB Jezreel, Nomolas, Sikiru Adishino, Mike Odiachi, Jabadu, and Festus Agwebo were some of the members of the Nigerian entertainment industry who lost their lives in 2016. The year also recorded some marriages: Mona Lisa Chinda, Funke Akindele, Omobaba, Benita Koji, and Clarence Chukura tied the knots with their heartthrobs. Unfortunately, in the year, Tiwa Savage and her husband separated, but we hear good news, though the duo are planning to come back. All the best. In other developments, Tonto DK, Tosin Martins, Yomi Gold, Mr. Ibu, Kenneth Okonkwo, David Naji, and Jody, as well as The Dawn, welcomed their babies under the year in review. The Okoye brothers, Paul and Peter, broke up as a group and reconciled with the latest video. Rahama Sadal was expelled from Kannywood, but was lucky to get a role in Hollywood. Miss Anamba 2015, Chidima Okeke, who was involved in a sex tape scandal, returned her crown after so much media buzz, and later in the year, Chioma emerged Miss Nigeria 2016. Still talking 2016, Tunde Alabi's leg was amputated, Leo Misi survived kidney failure, James Uche and Julius Agu had tough times with their health this year. Wizkid got his first nomination following his collaboration with Drake in the song One Dance. Fina's song Father Father won the #1 spot in the MTV Roundtable. Let's now talk events of 2016. Nigerian Entertainment Awards, Afina, Herdis, Arma, Ben Awards, Miss Nigeria 2016, Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards, and Sunny on Sunday Concert were some of the awards of 2016. We hope we have been able to entertain you with our hot and juicy stories in 2016. We will keep buzzing come 2017. Do have a spicy year ahead.
Hey, those in the entertainment industry are human too, so face challenges and attain successes just like everyone. The sector, however, is a money spinner that needs to be better explored. One of Nigeria's eminent broadcasters and a pioneer in the regulation of the communication industry had cause to celebrate the sanctity of marital bliss during the week in Abuja. He and the bone of his bones have been married for half a century. Catholic Archbishop of Abuja, John Cardinal Onaiko, was on hand to talk about family as a sacred place for molding children and values, as the celebrant and his spouse have done for 50 years. Let's hear the rest from Ifeanyi Ezumba.
Let's begin from what could be said to relate to a foundation stone.
In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
That was the couple renewing their marital vows again. Dr. Azi Adaba, pioneer DG of the NBC, and his wife of 50 years, Lady Theresa Azi Adaba, who retired from the NTA in 1992 and currently a marriage counselor and businesswoman. Here at the Archangel Catholic Church, Abuja, John Cardinal, who took his text from the book of Mark, said marriage is not a bed of roses, but for those who have the fear of God in them.
People call themselves advanced they are, the more they are completely disorganized in this. To the extent that not only do they not believe anymore in anything like marriage, but if they do, it is just a simple arrangement for as long as it works.
From the church, the couple, family, friends, and associates in their numbers headed to the Hope for Survival Orphanage, Gishiri, also in Abuja, to feed the hungry and quench their thirst, and to serve them educational materials, to maybe do as much as he was given to secure a doctorate degree in mass communication and find a worthy career in broadcasting since 1969.
That death shall reject them in the name of Jesus. Continue to guide and protect each and every one of them that accompany them here in the name of Jesus.
At the reception and family presentation was a broad segment of the society, including His Royal Highness Yakubu Yusuf, the Ohi of Okene Okenwe in Ebira land, where Dr. Adaba hails from.
I am wishing him the very best he actually wished himself, and God Almighty to grant him a peaceful home forever.
It's my personal model. It's somebody that I try to emulate as a young man.
Everybody who wants to advance in marriage must be patient.
One of the best people you can ever meet.
very knowledgeable, humble, articulate.
They have taught me humility, patience. They've taught me to love God.
Let God's will continually be continually done in their lives.
It's a journey that when you work it out well, you will benefit. If you don't work it well, and to work it well is God.
I'm eternally grateful to God. As I said, it's Him we are celebrating because He's the one who did it, not us. So I give all the glory and praise to God.
Dr. Adaba was pioneer principal of NTA TV College, former GM NTA Makurdi, and Deputy Director of Special Duties at the NTA headquarters.
Wish them many more blissful years. Now, in his efforts to bring succor to the downtrodden and less privileged in the society, the senator representing Kogi West Senatorial District, Dino Milaye, has donated some relief materials and foodstuff to his constituents, including those affected by rainstorm in Kaba. Again, Ifeanyi Ezumba reports.
Àìkú mi kò yí Ọlọ́run nípò padà torí pé mo wà yìn ọ́ o bàbá ó yá.
Items distributed are building materials, household items, and foodstuff. Senator Melaye, who emphasized that he is interested in empowering his people, added that he will go at any length to bring development home.
You will recall that we gave scholarship to 300 students in May, and I want to tell you that this is just the beginning. We have helped a lot of our indigenes already to federal civil service. Many are in the pipeline. The project I cited in the budget, already it has been advertised in the newspapers. I'm sure most of you saw them. In fact, the people have come to already ask for land for developing all these projects.
Former Chief Whip, Kogi State House of Assembly, Seidu Salihu, and others commending the lawmaker said the gesture will go a long way in reducing the suffering of the people.
He did it sometimes in May. He's just repeating the feat again. I want to say on behalf of my own local government and my federal constituency, we really are proud of him.
The government on its own is making effort towards addressing the recession. I am sure with this type of gesture at this time, it will cushion the effect of the recession on the people.
This is unprecedented. It has never happened in the history of Kogi West.
Nobody give me like this, unless Dino. People where they come, make it follow Dino.
The physically challenged were not left out, as they urged him to continue to carry those with disability along, especially in the area of employment.
May Almighty Allah guide him and protect him.
Senator Melaye in turn promised not to relent in his efforts to meeting the expectations of his people.
Our next segment is dedicated to a selection of some of the stories that featured on Newsline in 2016, which no doubt are evergreen. You will enjoy them as much as you did the first time. Stay on the line, we'll take a break and be right back.
From what we have seen, we have the capacity which we can rapidly develop or feed ourselves. If we don't import rice, we stop importing corn and other grains, Nigeria will have plenty of money to invest into developing industries, especially manufacturing, textiles and so on, and develop iron and steel, and complement the infrastructure development. So really, the opportunities are virtually limitless, and we are very, very aware of this, and we are prepared to exploit it to the fullest.
Hello? Welcome to the M6 Challenge. Using your new Geoni M6, carry out everything on that list. Starting now. help pass the test.
Gioni M6 with a 5,000 milliampere battery that lets you go on for 2 days on a single charge. Gioni M6, always in power.
The production, distribution, and sale of counterfeit and fake drugs is a corrupt practice and a crime against humanity. This has informed several measures and strategies to combat fake drugs, including introduction of anti-counterfeiting cutting-edge technologies to detect fake drugs on the spot. These technologies are being deployed to all the states across the Federation, as well as the internally displaced people's camps. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, and his team are committed to this fight.
The federal government of Nigeria, in line with its anti-corruption agenda and posture, will fight a total war against fake drugs and other unwholesome regulated products in order to ensure that Nigerians remain healthy and well.
Lend your support and join NAFDAC to rid the country of fake drugs and unwholesome regulated products. NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation.
The Future Assured project and its components Get Involved, initiated by the wife of the President, Her Excellency Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, is not relenting in championing the cause of Nigerian women and children. Its provision of free medical screening, educational support, and the fight against malnutrition, especially in the Northeast, has indeed informed international recognition, partnerships, and awards.
We are very grateful and appreciative for your wonderful gesture you have accorded to us.
With Future Assured, Nigerian women and children are assured of a bright future.
Future is assured when we join hands to promote the health of our women and children. Get involved.
Get involved and support the Future Assured initiative. Future Assured, promoting and protecting the lives of Nigerian women and children.
The climax of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration is here. Join President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, the Minister of Defense, service chiefs, heads of paramilitary organizations, the diplomatic corps, and the Nigerian veterans as Nigeria appreciates the resilience of the armed forces, remembers the contributions of her veterans to internal and world security, as well as honor those who paid the supreme price to give us peace. Welcome to the National Cenotaph and wreath-laying ceremony as Nigeria marks the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. The sacrifice of our serving heroes, living veterans, and those gone beyond, and the families they left behind cannot be forgotten. There will be free medical outreach on January 15th for both veterans and VIPs to check their health status in all 36 states of the Federation and the FCT. Venue, the Cenotaph, National Arcade, 3 Arms Zone, Abuja. Time, 8:30 a.m. Date, 15th January 2017. Appreciating the resilience of the Nigerian Armed Forces. Don't miss it. Announcer, Brigadier General Rabi Abubakar for National Planning Committee.
So what's up, sweetheart? You really look like you're up to something.
I have a secret.
Okay.
I'll be going to Europe next week.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like you have your visa, your passport, your plane ticket?
No, not that way. Some men are helping us. We pay them, they take us through the desert, and then we cross the sea into Europe.
The desert, the sea. Isn't that the route where many have died?
Yes, it is indeed a very dangerous journey. In 2016 alone, 4,900 people died while crossing the Mediterranean Sea to enter Europe. Many were Nigerians. For the very few who survived the journey, they are forced into prostitution or other crimes just to survive. Eventually, they will be arrested and deported to Nigeria. Don't be a victim. Don't go this way.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by NTA.
Thanks for staying on the line. We will dedicate this segment to a review of some of the evergreen stories on Newsline in 2016. This activity took place in Lagos. The Nigerian Air Force carried out a mock exercise of counter-terrorism at the Muritala Mohammed International Airport. To say that all those caught in the crossfire were genuinely scared is putting it mildly. Take a look once again as we replay what Annie Daniels packaged.
Sporadic gunshots rent at the air. People ran in different directions for safety. Fear gripped everyone as the terrorists appeared, Rambo style, taking some intending passengers hostage. To the rescue was the Nigerian Air Force on counter-attack. There was exchange of fire as terrified civilians caught in the middle took cover anywhere and everywhere. Then, a sigh of relief. It was not a terrorist attack, but a simulation of one by the Nigerian Air Force, not only to create a scenario of such, but also to demonstrate its readiness to counter terrorism in any of the nation's airports.
These are highly trained and skilled individuals who have been trained to protect our airports and to make sure that our airports are safe from terrorism or from any kind of threat.
The exercise was codenamed Thunderbolt, supposedly carried out in a fictitious republic named Emirana, with a fake terrorist group called Show Them Fire, invading a make-believe airport, Laosa.
Situation under control. The genuine traveling passengers have been sorted out and they are being comforted.
It came as a bit of a surprise to the Nigerian Air Force that, despite announcements to prepare them for the stage-managed exercise, the passengers were overwhelmed by fear.
I bless God for the rescue operation. I bless God. I give credit to the soldiers that rescued us. Glory be to God.
Air Force, thank you. If not the fact that you are well trained, they will not rescue me today. They will just kill me. Hey, thank you. Federal government, thank you for training the Air Force. We are grateful. My name, sir, I don't forget them. Too much.
At first, we never knew what was happening. We were scared and we were just, in a way, panicking. Immediately, we now saw the Air Force men came for the rescue. Later, I now discovered it's a simulation. In fact, it's not just ordinary simulation. In real life, one knows what to do, how to get prepared.
Exercise Thunderbolt did not end without the Nigerian Air Force totally foiling the attack of the terrorists by stopping them in the runway from destroying airport facilities.
A military that trains in peace bleeds less in war. And that's exactly why we are training and making sure that we are in the best of form to be able to address some of these challenges.
If the stimulation exercise got many so mortified and scared stiff, even when they realized it was just a demonstration, I shudder to think of how people will react in a real-life scenario, and I pray it never happens. An evergreen feature indeed. Now, this one was heart-rending. It was about a promising young man whose life changed for the worse from one moment to the other. Life had just begun for him when he got involved in a ghastly road accident. What happened thereafter is what he shared with Annie Daniels.
Temitope Ayeni is 31 years old. He is a graduate of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from the Federal Technical College, Yaba, in Lagos. In 2009, he secured a job with an engineering company in Lagos and was later transferred to Calabar. Like other days, Temitope closed from work on the 23rd of November 2013 and headed for home. Then, a few minutes later, at the Murtala Mohammed Highway, Calabar, the unexpected happened. He got involved in a fatal road accident that claimed the lives of some occupants of the vehicle. Temitope escaped death by chance.
The doctor even told them that I can't survive it.
With medical doctors on strike at the time, Temitope was not able to get the desired treatment. From Calabar, he was taken to the Lagos University Teaching Hospital.
That was when I had all this surgery.
Though the surgery was successful, Temitope's face was transformed from its original state and he had become blind as a result of the accident.
The face cut into two right from this end. It affected most of this left side up to my jaw. My jaw was removed to some extent because of the impact of the accident. Right from the nose, I mean from this eye downward now, everything went in. So it was the operation that brought out all this thing. As you can see that this socket is not, there's nothing they can do on it. Although they are unable to salvage, they try to salvage this eye. Because this one is, the right one now, because it's still okay. But the left side now, the ball, they said it has shrunk together, so there's nothing they can do on that. That's why this one is still like this. And as you can see, this side too, everywhere. Although it was iron that's straightened or that make me look the way I am now.
The cheering news, however, is that there is a glimmer of hope. As his doctor says, sight can be restored to his right eye, while a corrective surgery will fix his jaw.
I was asked to consult some doctors outside Nigeria because some of the hospitals I visited, the surgery, I mean the X-ray says I am having a clustered retina. But the cornea is still active.
That's for the right eye?
Yes, for the right eye, this very one.
Okay.
This very one, yeah. So it's still, I can still feel some real, but because of the enormous cost, I tend to just withdraw. Presently,
he cannot eat or drink without experiencing excruciating pain.
The doctor said from the X-ray that they were able to discover that some of the screw enter into one of the teeth. That's why I feel a lot of pain that I can't eat. And an operation had to be done on that one so that they will remove some of my teeth. The right part I've been managing is giving me some problems too.
Despite the fact that in the twinkle of an eye, Temitope's life turned around in the opposite direction, he has refused to allow his flames blow out. He adapted quickly to the new life fate has presented him. Temitope can now read the Braille. That is not all. He has gone ahead to acquire a certificate in digital studio management from the National Broadcast Academy in Lagos. His major challenge, however, is stigmatization.
Even when you speak good English, they tend to look at you as if who is this blind person, as if you are nobody. The stigmatization is too much.
One of the stories that made a 2016 package a must-watch. Temitope, however, still needs to undergo surgery urgently. Let's do the needful. We will step down for this message, after which we will come back. Stay on the line.
Nigerians. Suicide bombers are not spirits. They are not ghosts. They are human beings like you and me. They live amongst us. They are your neighbors. They are your friends today, but terrorists tomorrow. So you must know your neighbor now. Security begins with you and me. Know your neighbor. Be vigilant. Be security conscious. Report suspicious persons, objects, and movements to the police and other security agencies. The security of our nation is a duty for you and me.
If you see something, say something. Nigeria unite against terrorism. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
That's a package on this first Sunday and first day in the year 2017. We look forward to a promising year with you, our esteemed viewers. We'll keep hope alive on Newsline as long as you promise to always stay on the line. Thank you for your company tonight. We shall do it again Sunday next week, God willing. Good night and God bless Nigeria.
Our programs are getting better and fresher. And it's because we are thinking about you. NTA, it's all about you.
Gas pipelines are collapses. Vandalizing gas pipelines is a criminal offense against the Nigerian people. Let us join hands and protect our gas pipelines from the enemies of Nigeria. Report any suspected vandal to the security operatives. Let us stop vandals before they destroy our collective national heritage, so we can have the Nigeria of our dreams, where there will be light at all times. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA.
This is the network service of the NTA.
It's a brand new day, a brand new year, and I want want to believe it's a brand new year. Yes, we made it. It is the first day in 2017, and we want to wish you a happy, happy new year. Yes, and you deserve a standing ovation. You've been there for us throughout 2016, and we want to believe 2017 will be great. And it will be great also for Nigeria, but we should start thinking of what we can give our great country, Nigeria, and not what it can give us. Well, it is also a time for us to show love to one another, also to forgive those who have hurt us, and to stand united as one nation.
And it's also a time to think less of the things we did not achieve. 7. We should concentrate on the we can always start again. 17 promise a great year, and for that to come to we new goals are going to be the talking points on our show today.
Yes, and on that note, we welcome you officially to the first edition of Weekend Deal, Africa's biggest deal. My name is Ruth Aguele.
And my name is Suleiman Babajel Usman. It's always a pleasure to have you join us on the show. Ruth, it's good to see you in 2017.
Oh, it's good to see you too, Suleiman. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes, and I know that it's definitely going to be a wonderful year for all of us and Nigeria as well. Right now, let's start with our Stars Splash. And this one is an incredible singer. Maybe you don't hear so much about him, but trust me, he's doing really, really great. Sugar Boy.
Successful, yeah, I know like trouble. I just focus on the business.
Born on April 15th, 1992 in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Umoren Akamo Felix, popularly known as Sugar Boy, grew up in between Ajegunle, Lagos, and Suleja, Niger State.
Papa, I see your hand walk, everything on my side.
Schooling in Port Harcourt makes him true Wazobian. Sugar Boy is a vocalist, pianist, and guitarist professionally debuted in 2010 featuring on veteran hip-hop MCs Mode 9's Monster International Badman. The artist is officially signed to Emperor Jay-Z's G Worldwide Entertainment, which also has star act Kiss Daniel combining for hit song Braba.
Perfect silence when you're working. Forget to lose, see I'm shy, oh babe. See ya, 5 figure,
with over 10 music videos under his belt, Sugar Boy's Hola Hola has become a street anthem, getting massive airplay.
Me can't bother about nothing. This life, I cannot keep myself nothing. Lady tonight, are you sure you can take this low? DJ jam the song, all my people sing along. We live for the party, for nobody.
Sugar Boy had Bob Marley, Fela, Majek Fashek, Gregory Isaac as inspirations.
Money, no lose your conscience. So be safe, I be human being. Friends go say me, I got you. You turn your back, them go stop you. Everything I double. Papa, I dey see your hand up. Everything on my side. You give me this, but you've been feeling when I talk together. You give me this, but natural.
Okay, Sugar Boy there, Nigerian reggae, dancehall and Afrobeat singer and songwriter. And Ruth, you know, he spent some part of his life in Niger State, so you can understand how his talent,
where the talent is coming from.
Yes, seriously.
I can understand your points too, but Sugar Boy has done so well for himself, and we wish him the very best, especially in this year, 2017. All right, we need to take a break now. Afterwards, we'll be talking about goal setting, so start penciling down yours.
Jay, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your good boyfriend KC, the Limpopo King, and you're glued to Weekend Deal, Africa's biggest deal. Baby, please give me tonight. Oh yeah, Limpopo. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Peace out.
Alright, good to have you back. Yes, the show is Weekend Deal. Now, let's talk about something that seems to be trending, talking about goals. Now, it's the first day of the year, and there's no better time to talk about goal setting other than now. Now, if you haven't penciled down your goals, I think after this conversation, you will be thinking of doing all of that, because we have an expert here to talk to us about goal setting for 2017. And help us welcome Mr. Emmanuel Otori. He's a public speaker and an inspirational writer. Thank you very much for coming.
Yes, it's really good to be here today.
And Happy New Year.
And I wish you the very best of it.
We wish you the very best too.
Thank you.
Now, let's start from the very beginning for clarity. What are goals?
Goals are a destination of choice. I would say that a goal is an end. So we're saying you're at point A and you're looking at going to Z. So what happens is you start to plan, because there is a lot of process, there is a lot of journey that you have to pass through to get to point Z. So because goals are very important, and I think that's what achieving. It's a good thing that we talk about goal setting today.
Interesting. And I know that things are usually created twice in life. First, the creation in your mind, for which is followed by the manifestation in reality. Now, what are the things you consider, before setting up a goal?
One of the things that I think we can actually consider before setting up a goal is that we have to be able to work on our philosophy. Lots of people talk about not achieving their goals because they do not have the resources, they do not have the right connection, and they do not have all the other things that they think will be useful in helping them reach this journey. And in my own life and in the life of very successful people who have been studying for more than 10 years, I have realized that one of the things they do is to work on their thoughts, your ability to be able to change your story. If you talk about the fact that the Nigerian economy is not good enough, so the picture you see becomes your reality. Nothing good comes from that same country that you say is not working for you. But despite the fact that they say the economy is not good enough, you say to yourself that it's a land full of opportunities. And that moment, you start to see the opportunities that you can begin to explore.
Okay, now, a lot of people I know set goals for themselves the past year, 2016. Now, most of them, I wouldn't say everybody, couldn't achieve what they set out to achieve in 2016. Would you say it's a case of misplaced priorities?
Yes, it could be a case of misplaced priorities. However, I also think that it's important that we commit ourselves deeply into the goals that we want to achieve. I understand one thing also, when you talk about priorities, when you have 3 priorities, then you don't have 1. And here is what that means. Regardless of the number of lists of goals that you have in whatever year that you want to achieve, there are 2 most important goals on that list that you need to achieve that will have tremendous effect on the rest of the goals. What you should look out for are those two goals that if you achieve them will have impact on the other goals, and those are the areas where you should put in your effort, your time, and all your energy. So if you talk about misplaced priorities, yes, it's actually true. Some people might be working on the list of their goals, which will have no impact on the rest of their goals. So the important thing is to work on the two major goals among the list of goals that you've set for yourself that will help you reach your destination. I believe when you work on those goals, it will impact on the rest of your goals and you will become a great achiever.
So should it be written down? Is this something, okay, you say you want to achieve this for 2017. Should I write it down?
Very important. In fact, the art of writing something down is what's called clarity. You don't want a situation where you're thinking about a lot of thoughts. An average human being has between 50,000 and 60,000 thoughts in a day, every single day. And most of those thoughts are negative thoughts. So it's important that we're able to sift out those thoughts that are useful to our personal development. So it's important to write it down. I would also say that most of the technology we have today has gone to the point of making it simple. If you can't make it clear and simple, then there is ambiguity. It means you don't really understand what you're setting for.
Okay, have you ever, encountered people who tend to live a passive life? They don't set goals and they just, live a meandering day-to-day, life. What is the implication of one not setting or not having a goal?
Yes, I have seen people in the course of my work and in the course of my consulting experience, people who talk about year after year, they say to themselves, I want to start a business. And for more than 3 or 5 years, they haven't even started this business. And at the end of the day, what I realized is that because we all have limited time on our plates, what they do is they start to regret. They start to experience regret because they have seen other people who set those same goals at the same time and are able to achieve it. And those people are living the best of their lives. And they look at themselves and they realize that they haven't done anything with themselves and they start to feel regret. In fact, we have also realized by research that such people start to experience mental imbalance.
So take us through the action plan. What are those little things, people need to do to attain their goals?
Most important that I will talk about today that's very important in helping us achieve our goals is what I call think big, start small. Okay. I've seen people and I ask them sometimes when they tell me they have this great business idea and they are very excited, and I ask them, what will it take cumulatively to start this great idea that you're telling me? And they tell me the figures, they're in millions. And I look at them and tell them that this very thing you want to start, you actually do not need a lot of money to start it. So while you're thinking big for the future, we need to think small for the present. What are the little things that I can do today that would make tomorrow count? That